Hi there everybody, a massive welcome back to my channel this week. My name's Becca and today we're going to be doing a flow based on our third eye chakra or Ajna chakra in Sanskrit. So this chakra is basically our chakra where all our intuition is held. It's a great one to work on if you are working on your psychic development right now. This is where all of our psychic abilities lie, our intuition. So today's practice is going to be quite a calming practice, quite slow, quite mellow. The reason for this is that I believe, in my experience anyway, that our third eye is most active when we're feeling calm, we're feeling grounded, and that gives us a bigger gateway into our intuition because we've not got any external distractions, we're not stressed, we're not anxious or angry. We're just calm in a bit of a mellow, neutral state. So let's get started with our practice today. So I want you to find a comfortable seated position. This could be your cross-legged seated position, or you could sit with the legs out in staff pose, or you could sit in a kneeling position. And same way we usually start our meditations, we're simply beginning by coming to the breath. So starting to become aware of your breathing, each inhale and each exhale. Noticing how the breath moves through your upper body, or even you might find it moving more through your tummy than your chest, through the diaphragm. So take a quick moment to notice where your breath is today. If you're feeling a bit more energetic, a bit more ready to get going and do stuff, then the breath will often be in the top half of the body, in the chest. And if you're feeling more passive, you might find that you're breathing more through the tummy, more through the diaphragm. So once you've got that breath down to a nice, gentle, calm breathing, we're bringing our awareness into the area just between our eyebrows, the middle of the forehead. So this is where our third eye chakra resides in the body. And I want you to imagine a purple or violet light in this area, along with a spinning wheel of energy. So this can look however you want it to look. Visualize it however your mind prefers to visualize. And just notice what you can feel here as we begin to focus on our Ajna chakra. Pay attention to those feelings. If you don't feel anything in particular here, don't worry. This might mean that the chakra just needs unblocked or balanced, and we're looking to do that in today's practice. Keep focusing on that area, keep picturing that purple or violet colour. This chakra is associated with both of those colours. A good way that I like to bring more attention to this area is to bring the eyes inward, as if you're trying to gaze at the third eye. For me, this brings that attention really strongly to that area of our third eye. And trying to keep this focus not just now, but as we start to get moving as well. So to end our meditation, we're just going to take 2 rounds of the full yoga breath. So take a nice deep breath in, fill the tummy, fill the chest, lift into your collarbones. Exhale, empty the chest, empty the tummy, release your breath. Inhaling again, fill the tummy, fill the chest, lift into the collarbones. Exhale, empty the chest, empty the tummy, let the breath go. One more time, nice inhale coming in through the upper body. Exhale, let it go. Empty the chest, empty the tummy. I know I just did 3 rounds when I said I was going to do 2, but there we go. 3 rounds done. So just start to bring your breath back to a natural rhythm. And we're starting today in our seated position still. So taking away your support if you've got some, or you can stay seated on it. It just depends really on how the hips feel today. So we're going to be starting today in some seated side stretches. So bringing your right hand down next to the body and bringing your left arm up and just lifting it on your exhale, starting to come over. Find a stretch here. So feeling your side body begin to open, begin to release. And remembering that we're focusing on that feeling of calm. So I'll leave more silence and poses for you today, so you can get that sense of ease. And we're going to inhale, lifting both arms up. And then we're exhaling, left hand down, right arm up and over. So we're noticing the same on this side. And we're going to be holding our postures for a little bit longer today as well. So keeping that purple colour in your mind, keeping that third eye chakra in your mind. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands down in front of us. We're going to inhale from here. And exhale, gently walk the hands forward. And lower the head down. So we're in a forward fold with our legs crossed. Trying to keep both sit bones anchored to your mat here. Don't lift them to try and reach further. Find your breath, find that lovely calm feeling. And notice yourself connecting to your intuition. Inhale, lift your head up, just come up halfway. And on your exhale, we're going to be walking the hands out to the right. So just stopping once you've got a little side stretch going in your left side body. Don't go too deep here, just come to where it's comfortable, where you can feel the stretch. And when you're ready, fold forward. So we're feeling the mixture of our forward fold and our side stretch here.
need to. If you ease into the stretch a little more, feel free to walk your hands out a little further. But only do this if you genuinely feel the need to. Don't try and push the stretch. And if you find yourself holding your breath, it's often a sign that you need to move out a little, as you've gone a little too deep. And on your inhale, rise the head up. Walk your hands back to center. Exhale, head down. So notice how this feels as we come back into it after our side stretches. You might feel that you're a bit further forwards. But don't worry if that's not the case, and don't try and force it. Remembering our intuition is really important. This is our active third eye chakra, so we're not going against our intuition in today's practice, or ever really. Inhale, lift the head up. Starting to walk ourselves back up. And then uncrossing the legs. We're turning to come into a kneeling position. From here we're going to take a gentle ankle stretch. So just be very, very careful here. So we're just going to gently walk the hands out behind us and lean back a little. And just gently start to lift your knees and fall back a little. So you should be able to feel just a comfortable stretch along the fronts of the ankles here. But don't come in it too far, just be very gentle. You're going to be annoyed at me saying the word intuition so often in this practice, but it is the main focus of our practice today. So following that intuition will help activate your third eye chakra. And then we'll slowly start to lower the knees. We're going to come around to lie down here. And from our lying down position, we're going to hug both knees in towards the chest and just gently feel a rock from side to side. You can even circle your knees here. Give your lower back a little massage against your mat. And then we're going to be coming into reclined pigeon pose. So first of all, just bringing both feet down to the mat. Let me give the feet a little stretch, or a couple of movements if you feel any tension from that ankle stretch that we just did. And then to come into reclined pigeon, we're bringing our left foot up first and just popping it on the right leg and just letting the knee come out to the side so the hips open. And this might be enough of a stretch for you here. So if that's the case, if it feels quite deep here, then just stay here. If you want to take it further, we're bringing the left arm underneath the left leg and right arm alongside, hugging the knee in. And we're feeling a deeper stretch in our left hip there. So this pose is really easy to modify if you're feeling it a little deep in the hip. We want to just bring the foot back in closer to the body. So the basic rule is the closer the foot is to the knee, the deeper the stretch you're going to get. So we're going to be holding this for a little while. So you might find that you might move your foot closer to the knee or further away. The longer you stay in this stretch, just see how it feels. We'll spend a little moment here connecting to our Ajna chakra. we're bringing our right foot back down, bringing our left foot back down, and we're swapping sides. So right foot, pop it on your left leg, trying to keep our foot flexed here as well, so we're protecting our knee. And again, you might find that you're just comfortable enough here, you don't want to take it any further, or the body might not be happy to take it any further. But if we are taking it further, again, bringing the right arm through that little gap in your leg, left arm and hands wrap around the knee, and we're hugging it in. So same stretch in your right hip. And again, just simply taking notice of how you feel here. Really tuning into your intuition. What is your body telling you? What is your practice telling you today? This can be something mental even, as well as our physical. Your intuition tells you to move that foot closer into your body because the hip's feeling a bit much, then do so. But also focus on what mentally might come up here. It's said that negative energy can be stored in our hips. So hip stretches are often a great release. Start to lower your left foot back down to the mat, unravel your hands, bring the right foot back down to the mat. You might need to take some stretches out with the legs here, feel free to do so. And then we're hugging the knees back into the chest when we're ready, giving ourselves a big hug here. Rocking from side to side, and then taking a full body stretch. So clasping our hands, bringing them upright above our heads and reaching the palms for the wall. Pointing your toes forward, stretching through the fronts of the feet. And then bringing your toes in towards you, pointing the heels out and stretching through the hamstrings and calf muscles. Take a few breaths in this stretch. Feel those releases happen in your body. Following your intuition. Release the stretch, bring your arms down by your sides, and then we're bending the knees to bring both of our legs up towards the ceiling. And just lying with the legs in the air for a moment. Not losing that sense of calm. If you want to turn it into a little balance here, grab behind your legs, lift up your head, balance a little bit on the spine. Exhale, lower, bend the knees, hug them back in, and we'll rock and roll up to a seat, and then bring ourselves round. We're finding our hands and knees. Getting ready to take some gentle cat-cow postures here. So we'll do them quite slowly today. If you normally practice these faster, then of course you can go ahead and do that if you feel more comfortable. But today we're just trying to bring a little more focus to what's happening inwards. So our focus on that third eye will help us just follow our intuition and find out what's happening inside our bodies, inside our minds. So on the exhale, drop the head, lift the shoulders, hold that cat pose. Inhale, drop the tummy, arch the back, gaze forward, find cow. Exhale, drop the head, lift the shoulders, finding your cat. Inhale, Drop the tummy, arch the back for cow. And just slowly do a couple more at your own pace. Bringing your spine back to a neutral position once we're done. And then sitting back on the heels, bringing our knees wide to get ready for a wide child's pose. So toes are touching, knees are as wide as they can be without causing any discomfort or pain in the body. And we're simply bringing the hands down, starting to walk them forwards. Lower the head to the mat. If it doesn't quite get there, find a little cushion, blanket, or a yoga block if you have one to rest your head down on. And then we're bringing ourselves up, back to tabletop, walk your knees back in. And we're going to tuck the toes here, come into a quick downward facing dog. So bring the hips up and back. And what I want you to do here is to try and focus more on the calmer side of this posture. So our body immediately gets to work here. But I want you to bring the focus to the mind and the breath. And of course keeping the focus on your third eye chakra as well. So your breath should be nice and steady here, nice and calm. And your mind should be the same, just nice, quiet mind, not running off. But of course if it does, we're just bringing it back. So try to find a little semi-meditative state in our downward facing dog. I know it's easier said than done, but it'll maybe give you a different view of the posture if you've not already tried it this way. We'll take a couple more breaths here. You can come out anytime you need to. And then we're going to slowly start to walk the feet forwards, in towards our hands, and release into a ragdoll pose. So grab onto your elbows, soften your knees, and let the upper body hang heavy. You can do a little swing from side to side, and just find some ease in the upper body here. Every so often, just bringing the awareness back to the third eye chakra and noticing how that area feels with our focus on intuition. Release your hands down. We're going to come up halfway a few times to help ease off our hamstrings here. So on your inhalation, we're lifting up into a halfway lift. The back is flat and we're gazing forward. Exhale, come back down into a standing forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway again, flat back, look forward. The hands can be on the floor, the shins or the knees here. Exhale, back to Uttanasana. And one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, one more Uttanasana. Notice if your hamstrings feel any different and if you're any deeper after doing it that way. And then we're slowly starting to rise up. So uncurling your spinal vertebra one at a time. Lifting the head up last. Rolling the shoulders back and forth. And then we're going to finish off today with 2 rounds of moon salutations, Chandra Namaskar. So I love these as they are still quite strong, but they're meant to prepare us for our Shavasana, our relaxation, rather than our sun salutations, which are very energizing. They're made to warm the body up. So if you've never done these before, I hope you enjoy them. I'll take you through them step by step. So we start in a mountain pose the same way we would for sun salutations. Take an inhale and exhale, hands together at the heart. And then we're inhaling up, clasping the hands together. And exhale, take a side stretch to your right. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, stepping our feet wide, turning the toes out. And bending your knees, bending your elbows, coming into a strong goddess pose. Inhale, straighten your legs, hands on the hips, and left toes turn in, right toes turn out, but our hips stay open. Arms out to shoulder height. And exhale, Trikonasana. Turn the palm, bring it to the inside of your right leg. Left arm reaches up. Bring your gaze up if you're comfortable to do so. Exhale, we're turning the body to face down, turning the hips to face forward and stepping our left foot in closer to the right. And exhale, lower down over your right leg for pyramid pose. So if there's any discomfort here, you can bring your hands to your leg instead of reaching them for the ground, or bend the knee as much as you need to. And then we're stepping back with our right leg, dropping the knee, and reaching the arms up. And we're finding crescent lunge, making sure the knee stays above the ankle here. And then exhale, we're going to swap sides. So you can either lower the hands in to the inside of your right foot, tuck the toes and lift your back knee up, and just start to walk the hands round until you're in crescent lunge on the opposite side. So that might not be accessible for everybody. So another way you can do it is just bring yourself to your hands and knees and just simply turn around and take your left foot forward. So back to crescent lunge. And we're coming backwards from here. So lower the hands. Bringing your right leg in and folding down over the left for our pyramid pose. Stepping the right foot out, turning the toes to open. Left hand to the inside of the left leg, reaching the right arm up. Trikonasana. Inhale, lift, turn the toes out, bend the knees, bend the elbows, goddess pose, and then straighten, hands on the hips, stepping the feet back together. Inhale, lift, clasp your hands, exhale, side stretch to the left, inhale up, and exhale, hands at the heart. Lovely, so we'll do that one more time. This time we'll start on our left and we'll end up over on our right. So hands to the heart. Inhale, lift. Clasp the hands. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale up. Step our feet wide, toes pointing out to the sides. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows for goddess. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands on your hips. Left toes out, right toes in, hips are open, arms coming out, Trikonasana. Reaching the left arm out, bringing it to the inside of the left leg, right arm reaches. Turning forward, hands down, stepping your right foot a little closer into the left, but not completely, and lowering down, exhale. And the right leg stepping back, dropping your knee down, finding our crescent lunge pose, reaching your arms, relaxing the shoulders as we reach. And then we're switching sides, however you're happy to do it. So I'm just going to lower my hands, tuck the back toes and walk myself round. But if that feels sore, then just simply come to the hands and knees and switch sides. Inhale, reach. So these moon salutations are really good to do on a full moon as well. I always do a few rounds at that time. So switching sides, lower the hands down, either side of the right foot. Left leg coming in for pyramid. Lowering the upper body down, hamstring stretch. Left leg stepping out, pointing the toes out, opening the hips out to the side, Trikonasana. Inhale, lift. Toes out, bend the knees, bend the elbows, goddess. And then straighten, hands on the hips. We're lightly stepping our feet back together. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale up and exhale. Hands together at your heart. And then we're coming to lie down on our mats. Straight out into Shavasana pose, our traditional relaxation posture. So take a few deep breaths as you come down. And as you breathe, I want you to redirect your attention back up to our Ajna chakra, our third eye. And I want you to notice how that feels. Notice how it feels compared to the start of our practice today, during our meditation. Is there a difference? Have you followed your intuition throughout today's practice? Maybe after you're done practicing today, take a moment to write down anything that came up for you. Picturing that purple or violet wheel of energy spinning in the middle of the forehead. And letting this calming practice and all the benefits of it flow through your body today. Feel free to stay in this Shavasana for as long as you like. I will be uploading a guided Shavasana meditation to my channel, so I will link that below once it's up. So feel free to check out that and use that for your relaxation if you would like. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this practice. Thank you so much for doing this calming third eye chakra meditation and yoga with me today. Enjoy the rest of your week. Blessed be.